Charles Leclerc was left furious with Ferrari's strategy in qualifying at the Canadian Grand Prix over the weekend. Ferrari will hold an internal meeting on Tuesday to discuss how to deal with future strategy agreements following Charles Leclerc's angry response at the Canadian Grand Prix, according to team principal Frédéric Vasseur. The Italian outfit have struggled to make the right decisions from the pit wall in recent years and got things wrong yet again in Montreal when Leclerc was knocked out in Q2 for the second time in a row. Leclerc asked for slick tyres in qualifying as the track was drying after a spell of rain but was left out on intermediates, which saw him miss out on reaching Q3 after suffering the same fate in Spain earlier this month. The Monegasque driver was clearly furious with his team as he vented his anger via team radio, while Vasseur later revealed that a discussion had been scheduled for Tuesday with the aim of avoiding a repeat in future. "We have to think about what happened," the Ferrari boss told motorsport.com. "We will have a meeting to discuss about it on Tuesday to fix it. You can always do a better job, but it is true also that the impression that you have 10 seconds after qualifying is not always the best one. We had a good discussion with Charles. We gave him the global picture of the situation, what happened during the session, and it was much more calm." Vasseur went on to explain Ferrari's logic behind their decision to refuse Leclerc's demand for slick tyres, with the request coming at a time when it was tricky to predict the weather due to rain falling intermittently for the duration of the session. The racing line was drying quickly, but any further rain would have saturated the circuit and risked washing away the rubber that had been laid down, which would have suited intermediates better than slicks. At this stage the rain was coming and we wanted to put a time on the board as soon as possible, added Vasseur. If you pit at the end of lap 1 to put a set of softs on, then you have 2 laps to warm up the tires and you postpone your first flying lap for 5 minutes. It was not the right strategy at this stage. I think the confusion came from the fact that he probably didn't get the global picture of the quali and so on. We have probably to improve some areas so that he has to put himself in our shoes sometimes." Ferrari went on to improve their strategy in the race, which was disrupted by the safety car early on when George Russell crashed into the barriers to leave front wing debris scattered across the circuit. Both of their drivers stayed out despite most others pitting for new tyres, and it ended up paying dividends, with Leclerc and Carlos Sainz eventually crossing the line in 4th and 5th respectively. However, it seems clear that plenty of work still needs to be done at Ferrari to reduce the frequency of their mistakes, which have cost them vital positions and points on too many recent occasions.